I'm sure you know this feeling. You wake up, look at your to-do list, and there's just nothing inside you. Zero energy, zero drive. On top of that, things outside aren't going the way you planned. A family issue, the economy, a project that fell through. You feel deeply disappointed by life's adverse situations, and it's completely normal to ask yourself, why even try today? The answer you usually find online is always the same. Find your passion, stay positive, you can conquer anything. But let's be honest, when you're at the bottom of the well, that toxic positivity feels like an insult. Today, I'm not going to give you a motivational speech. In fact, I'm here to tell you something completely different. It's okay to not be motivated. Actually, motivation is highly overrated. It's time to ground ourselves in reality. Psychologically, we've fallen into a modern trap, believing that emotion must precede action. We think, when I feel inspired, I'll write, or when I feel like it, I'll clean up my life. But motivation is an emotion, and like all emotions, it's bound to neurobiology. It depends on your dopamine levels, whether you slept well, or even if it's cloudy outside. Leaving your future in the hands of something as unstable as your morning mood is a bet you're going to lose 90% of the time. When life hits us with adverse situations that escape our control, a crisis, a rejection, a sudden loss, seeking motivation is like trying to light a campfire in the middle of a rainstorm. You end up more frustrated because you're demanding an energy from your brain that, out of pure self-protection, it simply cannot give you at that moment. This is where we need a shift in focus. We need to trade the illusion for radical realism. What if we looked at demotivation through a different lens? Being realistic doesn't mean being pessimistic. It means seeing things exactly as they are, without the filter of blind optimism. The first step to reframing this perspective is accepting an uncomfortable truth. Life is not fair, and you cannot control external events. Cognitive psychology and Stoicism agree on something fundamental. Suffering doesn't come from the adverse situation itself, but from our resistance to accepting that the situation has already happened. When you lose hope because things go wrong, you are trapped in the why me phase. Realism grounds you. It pulls you out of the drama and asks the only question that truly matters. Given that the situation is this bad, and given that today I don't feel like doing anything, what is the absolute minimum that is under my control right this second? You don't need to change the world today. You just need to choose your very next action. Here is the secret that self-help gurus rarely tell you. Action breeds motivation, not the other way around. When you plant your feet firmly on the ground, you discover something incredibly liberating. You don't need to feel like doing something in order to actually do it. Your legs can walk to the gym even if your mind is complaining the whole way. Your hands can type that email even if you feel completely detached. By removing the requirement of feeling good before you act, a massive weight is lifted off your shoulders. In psychology, we call this behavioral activation. You do things simply because you decided to do them, like a professional, not like an amateur who depends on the emotional weather. And here comes the real magic of realism: satisfaction. Motivation gives you a short, noisy rush of energy, but the satisfaction of looking back at the end of the day and saying, I didn't feel like it, the day was heavy, things are difficult, but I still fulfilled my duty, that gives you something much deeper. It builds self-efficacy. It proves to you that you are the master of your actions, even when you aren't the master of your circumstances. The next time you feel demotivated or let down by life's twists and turns, don't hunt for an inspirational quote. Don't force yourself to smile. Acknowledge the void. Say it out loud. Today I have zero motivation. Things are tough, and that is okay. And right after that, ask yourself, what is the very next step? Embrace realism. Get your feet back on the ground. Let discipline take the seat that motivation left empty. At the end of the day, you'll realize you didn't need wings to get out of the rut. You just needed to put one foot in front of the other. If this video gave you a different perspective for those gray days, consider subscribing to Reframed Perspective. Let us know in the comments, what small action are you going to take today, even without the motivation? See you in the next Reframe. Take care.